Hi everyone, it's Lisa with InkandInspirations.com. Thank you for joining me for this video where I'm showing you some easy but beautiful Christmas card with the Feel Like Frost Designer Series paper and the Forge Unto Us Cling Stamp set from Stampin' Up. So I'm going to be using my Stamparatus. I have a piece of scrap paper laid down, and I've already cut my designer paper to 4 by 5 1/4 inches. And so I love these photographic prints or photograph prints that are just beautiful, and I'm going to use that Christmas sentiment. But since I'm stamping on dark, I'm using Versamark ink so that I can use Stampin' White embossing powder to emboss the sentiment there on the front on that dark background. So I'm going to get my heat tool and just heat that up and emboss that, and it's going to be a beautiful white image sentiment on the front of the card. So I'll just heat it up, let it cool a bit, and set it aside. And then you can see I've done several the same way so I can mass produce this card. Okay, for another example, I have this that has the Highland Heather accents in it. The colors in this paper are beautiful, and so I cut it 4 by 5 1/4 again, several of the same print. I'm deciding on a sentiment, and so I'm going to use "Oh Come Let Us Adore Him." So I'm just going to secure it with the magnets that are very strong, place it there at the bottom of the print, and then pull my plate over on the Stamparatus and make sure that it adheres well. So I decided which color to use to stamp, and I think I'm going to use the Highland Heather ink, which is in this designer paper, and I'm going to ink up the stamp there on the plate and then stamp it on the front of the designer paper. And then I wanted it a little bolder. So that's the beauty of the Stamparatus. Besides doing multiple cards with the same stamp, you can also stamp exactly over the first placement and get it a little darker if you'd like. So I'm just going to continue through and do the same on 4 of these prints that are from this same designer series paper stack. Now this was in last year's holiday catalog as well, and it was very popular. It's a specialty 6x6 pad. You don't see it here, but on the back side are whisper white and silver metallic images. It's just beautiful. But for these cards, I wanted these sentiments to just really be showcased along with the photographs on these prints, and I thought it would be perfect combination for this stamp set and this designer paper. So I have those ready, and I'm cleaning my stamp, and then I'm going to get another one and choose another print of the designer paper. Now these look a little bit long, so I'm going to pull my trimmer in and cut those down to they're 4 inches, and I need it 5 1/4. So I cut off that top because I still have plenty of room in that blue sky to stamp the sentiment. So I'm going to use Night of Navy ink for this particular card. It's such a snowy feel there. Attached with the magnets. On that design, on the scrap paper there, I put some markings so I know where to place the designer paper each time. You can also use our grid sheets that are cut specifically for the Stamparatus. And this one is going to say, "Hark the Herald Angels Sing." And on the inside, when I finish this card, I will stamp the other sentiment, the sister sentiment to this, "Glory to the Newborn King." So there's that. I'm lining that up with those little marks on that scrap piece of paper and inking up my stamp, and here I go. So I can do multiples at one time. The Stamparatus is a great tool for that. So now I have several designs that I can use. I'll pick the coordinating color cardstock that will go with it, and I will make some cards. To see the completed cards, visit my website at InkandInspirations.com, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.